Good evening, everyone. This is the Town of Southwick Select Board meeting for August 11th, 2025. It is 6 p.m. in the Land Use Hearing Room. This meeting is being recorded. If anyone else is recording, please let us know. And we will call the meeting to order with attendance.
Nicole Parker, CAO.
Diane Gale.
Russ Anderson.
Nadine Signoni.
And Doug Mogul will be joining us shortly. And let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And then is there anyone here with a public comment for anything that is not on the agenda? None here. Is there anyone online with public comments? See no raised hands, hear
Yeah,
no voices.
I'd like to go forward with that.
Excuse me?
I'd like to public comment.
Okay.
So I wanted to take a chance to address recent questions and allegations that have circulated regarding town hall security, conduct, and my own actions. Transparency and public trust are paramount, and I believe you deserve the full picture. Today, municipal operations must be prepared for everything, from peaceful demonstrations to severe weather. That's why, through a recent $2,900 emergency management grant, we upgraded the public-facing cameras at Town Hall. These cameras cover public lobby and parking areas only. They are designed for operational safety and serve as our emergency center's eyes outside in the event of a major incident, as the emergency operations center is in the Town Hall basement. The camera system is simple and practical. It records over itself depending on motion, typically storing 30 to 45 days of footage. The only person who monitors the live feed is the town treasurer, who uses it to observe public service window for assistance needs and to verify transactional discrepancies. To clarify recent events, during the installation and calibration of the new system, Mr. Didi was observed in the public lobby meeting a known contractor that we had a few issues with at the end of a building project. I found it odd that he would meet in town hall as Mr. Didi, as finance chairman, has no involvement in any town contracts. The men left the lobby, go somewhere else in the building. A short time later, Mr. Didi returned. This time, he walked through the lobby and he waved to the clerk office staff to be led into a secure staff-only area for which he was granted access. Let me be clear, this would raise concerns no matter who entered the secure area. It is a secured zone containing sensitive records and is monitored and alarmed for a reason. I simply reported the observation to the town administrator. I did not download footage. I did not share images. At resetting of the system, I verified the treasurer that her live monitor still had proper screens showing, as I know she was seeing what I was seeing. For context, I bring over 15 years of professional video production experience and have been involved in law enforcement investigations, courtroom testimony regarding video evidence, and multiple state and federal probes, including Medicare and ambulance fraud. I've worked with the DEA, the Mass State Police, and the Inspector General's office. I have a complete understanding of the chain of custody and investigative process. Perhaps this is why both the former and current town administrators has asked for my help when securing our security system. Ironically, Chairman Didi, who now raises security concerns, opposed efforts last year to modernize the building's locks, despite knowledge that numerous master keys remained unaccounted for. Allegations that I used the security system to monitor voters or campaign during the recent election are both baseless and irresponsible. The camera upgrade occurred after the election. On voting day, the only one camera had a partial view of the back parking lot. There was no visibility to voters' entrances or voting activities. The idea that I would shag votes from a parking lot using a camera system is ridiculous. Yes, I was in the building that day. I voted in the morning and spoke briefly with classmates in the parking lot about an upcoming reunion. There were no posters, no speeches, and in fact, I was criticized for not standing out with signs in the designated area. My conversation about a class reunion does not constitute a violation of policy or law. More importantly, police were on site to ensure compliance, and our town clerk actively monitors the election integrity. These allegations question their professionalism, something I do not. I contacted the Elections Commission myself the following morning and was told it falls under local authority. My opponent, Mr. Kane, and his convenient timing of social media claims suggesting favoritism in hiring are not only misleading, they ignore the rigorous process I put in place. Throughout my career, I've conferred and followed State Ethics Commission guidelines, often going above and beyond ensuring transparency. When I was fire chief, I implemented a third-party testing for hiring and promotion for all members. This nationally recognized system includes academic and situation exams, third-party scoring, and now under the current chief, interview panels featuring peers, HR staff, and community members. I'm proud of this model and would advocate for it to become the standard across all public safety departments. Mr. Kane forgets the fire chief. I hired him as returning as a volunteer firefighter at the request of others. Yet he never attended fires or training. A few months later, he poses with a firefighter plate and connecting with a campaign for which I believe that was improper. Regarding Mr. Didi's conduct, I believe the public deserves to know the full context of Chairman Didi's actions. Last fall, Mr. Didi was informed that using town assets for personal benefit was inappropriate. Since then, he has persistently used his position to retaliate, targeting the senior director, myself, family members, the town administrator, the assistant town administrator, and others. He has been very vocal about his intent to have them all terminated, a fact well documented by former select board chair, media sources, and concerned residents. At the November 19th, 2024 Finance Committee, Mr. Didi's urging, a vote allowed him, the vice chair, to access all town financial documents and approve reserve fund transfers up to $20,000 without full committee discussion or even a vote. Aside from avoiding the democratic process, this unprecedented move effectively granted him disappropriate authority under the pretense of efficiency. The Finance Committee is intended to be advisory, not operational, yet this maneuver allowed him to bypass critical checks and balances. Since then, Mr. Didi has launched a flood of public records requests targeting my family, the COA, the administrator, and their contracts. Everything from weed whacker serial numbers to pay records. The latest is a formal complaint to the Attorney General's office about the failure of the Council on Aging for posting a meeting. These tactics are designed to disrupt, not improve government. These actions are evidence of his motives are personal, not civic. Even in his recent grandstanding regarding video footage, he already had submitted the same request, yet the town's window to respond had not expired. I want to thank the many residents who have reached out and shared their own concerns about inappropriate conduct, undisclosed meetings, and misleading promises from Mr. Didi. Please continue to speak up. Mr. Didi was right on one thing. The culture here is changing, but for the better. One of open door policies, transparency, and accountability. Our residents voted for accountability and common sense governance, and that is what I continue to fight for. Southwick deserves leadership focused on solutions, not vendettas. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And then we have an appointment for the cultural council for Kelly Parker. Would you like to come up, grab a chair? And
There you go.
Let's go.
My purse on one. Welcome, thank you for coming.
Well played, Ms. Ball.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? There's a balance of a term you are looking to fill, correct? Yes, through 6/30/26. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your interest, and ignore the beeping that goes on.
My name is Kelly Parker. I've grown up in this area. I lived in Westfield growing up, but I worked in Southwick my whole life. Starting at 15, I worked for Chick Arnold, and then I worked for Gib Arnold all the way through into college. I enjoy photography. I'm an amateur photographer, and I was one of the judges for the Cultural Council art show last year, and the year before that, I was a participant. I've been a participant for 2 years. I'm a member of CRC, Citizens Restoring Congamon, and I've lived here since 2014. I grew up riding my horse around Southwick and working in Southwick, so I spent more time in Southwick than I did in Westfield, pretty much. That's about it.
That was a lot of the questions that follow. You did a really good job on that.
This is not my forte.
It's low pressure, really. It's really, any questions?
Why do you want to be on cultural council?
Well, I enjoy photography and I enjoy cultural things, so I know a number of people on the board and I think I would be helpful in being on that. That is the type of thing I like and enjoy.
Did you participate with photography?
Yes, I've been in the last two events, the last two shows, and I was a judge for the last show.
So you have an idea how that operates?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Any thoughts on expanding other projects with the council?
To tell you the truth, I was asked to do this and I don't know a lot about what they do. I'm a good worker bee. So, and that's how I like
That's
that.
what we need.
That's what I like, how I operate, so.
Probably why they recruited you.
Yeah, right.
I'm a veterinary nurse by trade, so that's, kind of outside the realm of cultural things, but I really enjoy photography. I always have. I have a journalism degree. And I wrote for newspapers and magazines, so in my younger days.
The creative strain.
So I have some creative.
Sure, okay.
I know her fairly well. I think she'll be an asset to the cultural
Me too.
community.
Thank you.
Me too. So,
Motion to appoint.
sure.
I'll make a motion to appoint Kelly Parker to the cultural council for the 8/11/25 through 6/30/26.
I'll second the motion.
Roll call vote, Diane Gale, aye.
Doug Mogul, yes.
Russ Anderson, yes.
Okay, see, that was easy.
Yeah, it's a
You
little.
got one more important job, though. You have to stop by town clerk and get sworn in.
Oh, okay. All right. Are there certain times of day to do that?
Regular business. hours.
Okay.
Just, yeah,
All right.
just knock on the.
I don't have to make an
window and
appointment. I
Just knock at the
Okay.
window and they'll take care of that.
Awesome. Okay, great.
And then show up for the next meeting.
All right.
Don't miss a meeting. They'll
Which I
make you
do.
care, right?
Thank you for volunteering for
Thanks.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks, you too. Do you want your chair still?
That's
Oh,
fine.
that's fine.
Thank you.
And then we just have to acknowledge the resignation of Bill Terry from Economic Development Commission. And the resignation of Erica Emmelman from the Southwick School Committee. That one will require a joint appointment sometime soon
With the school committee.
with the school committee. Yep, yep. And I think they're talking about the end of the month to come forward with that.
How long is that appointment? Do we know?
That is that's the 1 year left on it. as
1
well.
year?
Her seat would have been up at the next election anyhow.
Correct, correct.
That one is a little different, though. If she had just been elected, that one would run through the remainder of the term. Not, usually all of our appointments are to the next election. But
Because
with
they're
that one, because
ending
it's the
early.
regional school district, the way the governance is set up for that, an appointment is to the end of that term. This one is concomitant anyway, because she's in the last year of the term.
Okay,
Is there an alternate?
what's that?
There's no alternate in the school committee?
No. All right, then we are going to go into an executive session under chapter 214, section 1B and chapter 30A, section 21 for the purpose of a person having the right against unreasonable, substantial, or serious interference with their privacy. We will reconvene in open session when we complete that. So if you'd like to hang out in the hallway or down in the lobby or something with
There you go.
one dinghy. Two dinghies. Oh, good.
I think so.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your patience. We're gonna go a little bit out of order. If Mr. Paul Barari would like to come up and address us, we're gonna take it. Just so we don't have to delay you any further.
Sure,
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
I knew I wasn't gonna hear you when you didn't. I guess you know one.
Oh, there you go.
One
Sit
nation.
here, That's okay.
Okay.
My daughter Liz.
And
Hi.
your name for the record, name and address,
What's that?
your name and address for the record. Thanks.
Bob Poverari,
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you.
Bob
Sorry.
Poverari, 92 North Longyear Road. Been in town 20 years this year. Situation started last year. Came in to pay a dog license. This is gonna be it's a small thing, but still, it's big to me. Situation started last year. Came in to pay my dog license. Being a week late, they attempted to charge me $15 penalty on top of the $10 license. I complained to the selectman's office, asking to see one of them. The girl assured me they'd get back to me. Never happened. This year I came in to pay it again. I was 3 days late. They attempted to fine me another $15 penalty. And now they've added as of since then, which I haven't paid it, they've added a $50 fine and next we go to court. I'm gonna continue to pursue this $15 penalty. My math is very good. A $15 penalty on a $10 bill is 150%. 150% fine. The math is not good with you people. I don't believe this will fly in court or when the news gets out. If I was 1 day late on my $8,000 tax bill and you charge me 150%, you'd give me a $20,000 bill the next day. That would not work. So something's wrong. It doesn't work for the tax. You'd never do it on tax. You don't have a right to do it. You're restricted to 12 or 15% on the tax. You can't charge 150%. Nobody in town will pay it. This town would be over. The case is not about money. My wife and I built and donated the $500,000 animal shelter. It's about principle. You're trying to take unfair advantage of the animal lovers. In closing, we're all human. We've all had a belated card that we have sent out, just forgetful. 88 years old, I forget every now and then a little bit, might have been 3 days late. But I think that the fine should be lowered. I don't think should be a $15 fine on a $10 bill. That's about as much as I got to say for that. And I don't know what you can do about it, but I think it's very unfair to charge that kind of money. I know we're talking small dollars, but if you tried to do it with my $8,000 tax bill, we'd be in court for a long time.
Understand, hear you. Well, I don't know what we could do about it. Sitting here right now, I didn't know what your discussion was gonna be about either, so, see what we can do about it.
You just take it under advisement and let me
Well,
know.
we'll see if we
Is that
can.
how you do it?
Yep,
Fair enough with me.
and I will get back to you.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks,
And
everyone.
thank you for waiting. All right, then back to new business. We have a 1 day liquor license application for the Southwick Rec Center for the Westfield Civil Air Patrol Banquet, which will be on August 16th, 2025. From 5 PM to 9 PM. And it looked like all the forms were there and in order.
Looking for a motion.
I believe so.
So moved.
Second,
Roll call vote, Diane Gale, aye.
Doug Mogul, yes.
Russ Anderson, yes.
And then we have a 1 day liquor license for the WIC for the Wicked Mutter Foot Race. And if somebody knows the date of that real quick. Which is 9/7/25 from 10 AM to 6 PM.
So
And
moved.
looking for a motion on that as well.
Second.
Roll call vote, Diane Gale, aye.
Doug Mogul, yes.
Russ Anderson, aye.
Okay, then we have a donation of $2,520 from William and Deb Gore to be deposited in the Southwick Police Department K-9 Gift Fund. This was for the fundraiser they did at Wally Park this past weekend.
Need a motion, please.
Yes,
So moved.
Second, that was a very well attended event.
It was very nice and it was great weather.
It was perfect
Great
weather
weather.
compared to the original date, right? Was a little bit
It's a flood.
damp.
It was a flood. Yeah, it was a great job. They had great turnout on this. Roll call vote. Diane Gale, aye.
Doug Mogul, yes.
Russ Anderson.
And then other new business. Nothing for me. New, nothing.
No.
Okay. Old business. CDBG determination for the reappropriation of funds. Erica had sent us the list of other potential avenues for funding. I didn't really see anything that made any more sense than continuing with the North Lake Ave.
Do we have a time period that we have to respond, or can that sit for a while, or what's the status of that? I mean, learn about it one meeting, try to vote on something the next meeting just seems we might be missing an opportunity.
I don't recall if she
I
said
don't remember saying it.
I can look
that there was a timeline. Were you thinking some other
I don't know, I just,
opportunity?
yeah, and I, not off the top of my head, I just. I mean, obviously, if we could apply it to roads, it might be a good thing, but there could be other things that we're not even thinking about yet.
So you want to look at that list again? Is that what you're?
Well, I think between our chapter 90 month, the chapter 90, 60, whatever the 90 release of funds, and I don't know if this could be applied to get us somewhere. I don't, just think if there's no rush to spend it.
Only in those affected neighborhoods. though,
Right, right. We know
Which is
some of that.
where the North Lake project is already started.
I mean, it could be just simply put it into that, but
Well, that's what the proposal
Yeah.
was.
Somebody, I was talking to somebody today about this North Lake, and someone said, have you been down Summer? I'm like, yeah, that's a CDB project. Yeah, well, that's the natural progression as you're working down your way there.
right.
For a future CDBG project eligible type of thing. So, I read the list. I didn't really see a lot of ways to go, especially with the income requirements that are attached to it and everything else.
Right.
So, I defer if you want to wait till the next meeting and go over this again. I don't think there's any harm in that, but.
Yeah, it's just, and maybe it's the design of summer, I don't know.
I think my preference would be to roll forward to get these projects done and get the next one, the next one's gonna be a 2-year or 3-year banding type of thing where you do a year, you get the CDBG funds designed, and then the next 2 years is funding for construction, so the third year you do the construction, is kind of
Mhm.
how those have gone.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we'll table this to the next
Yeah. it's fine.
and make a determination then. Okay, and then the roads discussion. Anything?
Chapter 90 numbers came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sent it this afternoon. I don't know if I didn't get a chance to look at your sheet that you had sent. I don't know, but
John Goddard reached out and asked if, a number of projects were authorized with that, let me see. Initial feedback from MassDOT for Granville Road, which indicates a considerable amount of stormwater infrastructure decay is leading to the state to hold off on the paving work from Bugby to Granville line. So they have to meet with DOT to discuss their thoughts on timing and phasing, and the amount of repair work alone is substantial, not to mention any thoughts toward reconstruction using proper stormwater drainage configuration. If we could just hold off until they meet with DOT, and he'll come back to you.
on all of it, or just that one line about the Granville Road drainage, because there was a Granville Road drainage. Like 30K. Apparently he's intimating that there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's one construction.
Or if they're not gonna do it for 2 more years, if he can
Yeah,
put it off and redirect.
These have years, so I don't know if those are current or old, but this was Randy's list from this year. I just retyped it, but he
Okay.
had 30K in there, and I don't know if that 30,000 is now, we'll have to wait till he comes up
Well,
with
so
that.
that's, he says, I know that phasing work for, Fernwood Heights, Fighting Hill, Meadow Lane. He just thought the roughly 300,000 remaining in the original funding should push the prioritization discussion to a future select board meeting.
I'd also like to see the ones that we had authorized last year. Let's go. South Loomis especially, that one's a toughie. The road's in rough shape and they did all the drainage work. Now they're ready to pave. And I think they have the funding to do it. And they went out to bid and got bids on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I
And I-
thought Randy said he didn't think that would happen till fall or spring. Be a
Can't
little
be,
frustrating.
can't be soon enough. And I plugged in, I thought I saw in from the state, 600 and, what's called 615,000 was our
Mhm.
amount. That's without this year fair share. That's just the chapter 90 allocation. So I plugged that back into that sheet that I had sent to all of you. So I had,
Which was a little more than last year's.
yeah. And then I made a minor adjustment here and there to mine. I'll resend it out.
Okay.
But if we're gonna wait on that Granville Road, because that might change it, because I think I factored in. I forgot which one I factored in. I pulled in another road. It wasn't a sidewalk, it was a paving.
You're buying them. Talk about,
Yeah,
I don't really understand.
might have been Foster. To do that in sections, thirds, because I might have pulled that in to get that 200,000-ish.
All
But
right,
again, I think, we never really moved on the beta and getting.
I was gonna say,
an
so you-
assessment. I mean, that should be moving fast so that we have that information by the fall. But I don't know what other, if we wanna go to other vendors, I've looked a little bit and the ones that have the analysis and consulting are hard to find. You can find the analysis, not necessarily consulting. But you might have better connections with that stuff. I don't know. I know Beta comes well recommended by a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'll talk to John tomorrow.
Are we meeting next week?
following week.
Yeah.
And then goals and objectives, do we want to schedule a work session to go over those, each of them? Talk about what they are and prioritize them and try to work in the master plan and see what syncs up with the select board goals, and we can tag team two different projects perhaps on some of them.
Master plan a little daunting for a work session. With the 43 items of.
I think,
No, it's our lead items. Those were all the support items. Our lead items were 15, 16. And some of them are very authorize a new organization, a new committee to do this or that, some of them.
Right, work session, yeah, if you don't get to it, we don't get to it.
Yeah, so pick a date.
Monday,
I can't make one.
I tried.
Do it Tuesday.
Are you good any other day of the week?
Yeah.
Doug?
Thursday. Next,
I can't make next Thursday. If you want me there.
What was Tuesday? Was Tuesday no for anybody?
Tuesday's no good for me.
Tuesday 19th, Wednesday, the 20th? Oh, you said no for you?
Thursday. The 21st.
Wednesday, the 20th, I have an MPIC meeting. No, I
Thursday,
don't.
21st.
No, I don't.
Mm,
I could do Wednesday, I could do Thursday.
I'll be out of town Thursday, Friday.
Okay.
How's January?
Um. following Tuesday, the
And Monday, the
25th,
twenty-fifth is no good for you?
that we're meeting
Oh,
on that day. Yes, we're meeting that day. Anyway,
Thursday, the 28th?
it's fine for me.
Fine for me.
Bingo.
Are you saying no?
Oh,
Is Thursdays in general bad?
No, just I'm on vacation. I'm out of country. I mean,
oh,
if you guys wanna have your initial and then I can try to help organize something and like I had thought.
A work
maybe we
session, we
might
can't make a
wanna-
decision anyway.
Saturday.
You just can't take any votes, right? I mean, to be honest with you, I always had a problem with work sessions in general. I think you just post it as a meeting, but with the
Yeah,
agenda is very
it's
limited.
a
You
meeting,
posted
yeah.
the agenda, but if you post it as a work session, you can't vote on anything. I would post the meeting. If you have business that comes in front of you, you can dispose of it if you feel it. Yeah, I know it's an off-cycle meeting, so you wouldn't do anything. But if you had something routine that came in front of you, you would just dispose of it. And you would dispense with public comment and all the other old business, new business, that, and the other, but the agenda would be just this narrowed to that. That's,
and when are you away? Are you away for 2 weeks?
Yes. The
And-
last
and
week of August
the
and the
last
first
week,
week of
okay.
September.
come back up.
Does it,
Now we could do the 20th, I guess.
is there gonna be a heavy agenda on the next meeting?
Who knows?
Oh, wait. 20th? I could do the 20th.
Well, even the 14th is still time to post.
You can't do the 14th?
Okay,
Oh, 14th.
Thursday, the 14th
Mhm.
of August.
correct, this week, this Thursday.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Okay.
And are we doing a work session or?
We'll
Just a
post it
posted
as a meeting and we'll discuss.
Yeah, but
objective.
intention is. a
Typically
work
what we
session.
put is, I mean, we can put all the agenda items. But just put work session for what we're gonna discuss. What we anticipate is just working session.
But then he said we can't.
Yeah, I would just
dispose
put-
of anything.
I would just put.
It's an agenda
you know,
item. Where,
New business, old business, and then carry that, select board goals and objectives,
Okay.
and then that's it. Cause then if you decide that you need to vote on something, you can. But it's gonna be an out of cycle meeting and
Okay.
for the, the express purpose is to discuss this, cause it's gonna take at least an hour, I would say.
6 p.m. On Thursday, the 14th
14th,
of August.
This Thursday.
Okay. Great. Old business. Geez, what was under old business? Actually, I'm out of order today. I don't recall any other old business at the moment.
Nothing much, I do wanna congratulate, I know it's controversial, but I'll congratulate the Civic Fund. They did put on a great fireworks event and family-friendly event up there at Wally Park and at the motocross. I think there was a couple thousand people there, I think, from the feels of it. That's it for me.
Anything else? Nadine, anything? Okay,
One, I don't know if you wanna mention the farm parade that's coming.
Ah, good point. It is this weekend. That's the Sunday, 10 a.m. Make sure you visit all the local Southwick farms that are gonna be open for that on Sunday and pray for nice
10
weather.
to 4, right? 10 to 3, 10 to 4,
Yes,
10 to 4. Good, thank you. We forgot that last time. Okay. Then acknowledge payables warrant 2603B dated August 4th, 2025 in the amount of 3,999,854.40. And then we are going into executive session. Need a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, Part 2 and 3, and Chapter 214, Section 1B Labor Council, litigation matters and strategy for collective bargaining with police union coalition, fire IAFF, DPW non-union staff, and clerk union UPSEU. Executive session regarding Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, A, section 21, 2 and 3, chapter 214, section 1B, and exception 2, move to go to executive session to conduct collective bargaining sessions with non-union personnel and to not reconvene in open session. Move to go into executive session to conduct contract negotiations with non-union personnel and to not reconvene in open session. And declare that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the body and to not reconvene in open session. Exception number 3, move to go into executive session to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining, and that the chair move to go into executive session to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel and to not reconvene in open session. Move to go into executive session to discuss strategy with respect to litigation, and the chair declare that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the body and to not reconvene in open session. Regarding chapter 214, section 1B, persons shall have a right against unreasonable, substantial, or serious interference with their privacy. Superior Court shall have jurisdiction in equity to enforce such right and in connection therewith to award damages.
Want to repeat that?
Let me start at the beginning.
Sit closer, buddy.
Motion,
Almost.
Second,
roll call vote, Diane Gale, aye.
Doug Mogul, yes.
Russ Anderson, yes.
Thank you, everybody.